delicious beef flavor, and so much more. You can view the entire Beef Barn menu by going online to thebeefbarn.com. You can even order for delivery from their website. The Beef Barn has 2 locations, 200 Industrial Drive, North Smithfield, and 160 Pulaski Boulevard, Bellingham. The Beef Barn.
Hi, this is Steve Peluso, owner of Peluso Precision Automotive in Mendon. Since 2017, Peluso Precision Automotive has been your destination for auto care, transmissions, and general classic car repair. I've had a passion for classic cars since I was born, and I started hanging around a gas station when I was 7 years old. Plus, I have more than 40 years of experience repairing the classics. So if you have a 53 Bel Air, or a 67 Mustang, or a 71 Dodge, and it needs servicing, bring it to Peluso Precision Automotive, 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon. Peluso Precision Automotive is your vintage car specialist, so give us a call at 508-478-8900. And remember the number, it's 508-478-8900.
Imperial Car's year-end doorbuster clearance event is going on now. Don't miss huge discounts across our entire inventory of over 2,000 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. We have something for every budget. Take advantage of savings up to 15% off MSRP, 0 down leases, and interest rates as low as 0% for 72 months. Plus, purchase now and get no payments for up to 3 months. Click ImperialCars.com or stop on by. Just look for the car in the sky.
All right, we're back, and this call. Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning, Steve Peluso.
I would have come in if you had called.
Well, thank God you didn't call.
No kidding. I knew Wilson Pickett. That was my guess. I have no idea on the other one. But the two good Curb songs you played. I thought you were going to play You've Got to Hide Your Love Away by Silky.
By who?
Silky.
Silky?
Silky?
Yeah.
Is that a band or a guy or a woman?
They covered the song, and I think I think one of the Beatles was very instrumental with them, but I'm not sure.
Okay, we have You've Got to Hide Your Love Away by The Silky.
The Silky, yeah, there
Yes,
you go.
okay.
Yeah, the Silky, yeah, that I know.
That makes all the difference in the world.
Oh, yeah, I have all their albums.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Steve, how was your Christmas?
It was very quiet. We went to my daughter's on Christmas Eve night, and my wife bought them as something we were talking about. The
Christmas
Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Hold on. Pumped up. What's Christmas Eve night? That's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
Okay, so you don't really have to add the night into
You
it.
can go Christmas Eve in the daytime.
Well, it's still Christmas. That's not Christmas Eve.
It's the day before
That's
Christmas.
Christmas afternoon.
It's the day before Christmas.
Yeah, that's the day before Christmas.
Until 5
I was
o'clock.
just trying to be a little more descriptive.
All right. I just didn't know if I was missing out on something.
Yeah, you're always missing out on something.
That's true.
So, to my surprise, my wife bought the boys the Rock'em Sock'em Robots, the new edition.
Yep.
And it was actually pretty good.
Really? I know it's a lot smaller than the original. It's it's not made from the same quality plastic, but it was pretty good, huh?
It was better than I expected. I expected after the third time the head was going to pop off and not go back on, but the boys used it, and I didn't remember how big it was because I haven't seen one in about 50 years.
Yeah.
But it was better than I had anticipated it to be.
I ended up trying to find a racetrack. I wanted to buy a slot car racetrack for the grandkids, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was so much for them or for me, but I actually, yeah, probably. But I went on eBay as you suggested, which was a great idea. And I started searching them, and everybody had them, but they were missing parts. This didn't work. You can't get parts. So I just said, you know what? But the one that came out was the Jackie Stewart Aurora slot car racing track, and I remember that as a child.
I remember Aurora.
Yeah. I think Ideal, Aurora, Tyco, with some of the bigger ones out there. But
I remember ours was an Eldon.
Yep, that was out there. But I didn't end up pulling the trigger on it. So
yeah.
So while you guys were jibber jabbering away here, I had a thought that doesn't look too kindly upon you, Tim, because I've been
Not too
thinking
many thoughts do.
I've been thinking about this. Buying your grandson a hatchet.
I didn't buy it. I did not buy him the hatchet.
Who bought it?
His parents.
His parents.
My
bought
daughter
it.
and her husband.
But he lives in Arizona.
No. He lives in
Yeah, buy
Japatchit.
him a
Oh, I
drum
thought he lived in
set now.
Arizona.
No. My
was gonna
daughter
say.
and her husband live in Japatchit. Sandy's daughter, her husband, are from Cumberland, but moved out to Arizona years ago, and they were out there now, but they're home for the holidays.
I was going to say.
Yeah, Bowen's only, he'll be 1 year next month.
All right. Well, that's different. So.
Yeah.
He's a year old and he's got a hatchet?
No, see, the 7-year-old got a hatchet.
Okay.
And a wheelbarrow.
There's
Okay.
Those were on his
plenty
list.
of trees left in Chepatchit. He can
Oh,
have
he's
fun with.
If you need trees taken care of, call him.
But maybe you should buy him a drum set, too.
Well, that was the option. For me, it was either he wanted a slip and slide or a drum set, and I said,
Do you hate your children that much?
No, I said, do I buy the drum set? I bought him a kazoo once, and I got in trouble for that. So
You can buy him one of those practice things. The little pads.
Yeah.
Drum pads. You know.
he'll get the drum set for his birthday.
As long as you don't have to be nearby.
I wouldn't mind seeing him play the drums. I just don't want to have to.
Then you can leave.
Exactly. That's why they're grandkids.
It's payback.
Oh.
Kids are payback.
You better believe it. They got on a plane once to go to Florida. I each bought them train whistles before they got on the plane.
Oh, jeez.
That's a good one. Well, anyway, good, two good songs. Like I said, I have no idea who the second one is. I probably never heard of him anyway, but I knew Wilson Pickett right off the
I
bat.
guarantee you've probably heard of the second one. I hadn't until, I shouldn't say I hadn't. I knew of the person, but I didn't know.
The top
that
of
they
the
sang.
hour,
Yeah.
I will throw out a hint.
You know what? I think you should wait till tomorrow to give everybody the answer on this.
And I wasn't going to cheat.
And you're here tomorrow, right, Steve?
I'm there tomorrow,
Okay, good.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
All right. Say goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Steve.
Good morning. To my speaking.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Tim. It's Louise.
Good morning, Louise.
I got rid of him as soon as I could, Louise. I'm sorry for the wait. So.
That's all right. I've had a head cold for 10 days myself, and Monday was the first day I started to feel better. So it wasn't the flu, so I can't really complain, but it just kept me from doing things I needed to get done. But things are looking up, and I had guessed Wilson Pickett, so I was glad that I had gotten that one correct. It's the second one, to me, reminded me of the Bee Gees without Barry's falsetto, like with somebody else, like Robin or Maurice in the lead.
Yep. You're not even warm.
Okay.
And, Louise, it's a tough one, trust me. When Gary told me, I said, nobody's going to get that.
Well, sometimes I remember there was a time when you were changing it up, and we had to guess, like, who picked the song or who is it, and, you know, he would intentionally lie to throw us off track.
Yeah, no, there's no lies on this one.
Okay.
There is no
Well,
lies.
But yeah, it's a fun twist to the program. So, Gary, I'm glad you're feeling better, and glad to hear your voice again on the radio, because I missed you guys. I would otherwise be there, but I'm occupied today. Contractor coming to my house. So, still Merry Christmas, and talk to you soon.
All right,
All right.
Louise, feel
Thank you.
better.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
All right. We got to go to break. We'll be right back and get the next call.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON, Woonsocket Radio, ON, AM, and FM.
Every once in a while, you meet a businessman that you just can't wait to do business with. Steve Peluso of Peluso Precision Automotive at 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon, Mass. is such a man. He specializes in mechanical repairs of vintage and classic cars. And if you don't have one, you'll want to have one just to share the experience with Steve. Maybe you had one in the past, never had a resource like Peluso Precision Automotive to keep it running and chase down parts for you, but now you do. Stop in and see Steve, and Steve will steer you in the right direction. Call Peluso Precision Automotive at 508-478-8900. That's 508-478-8900.
This ON AM and FM forecast brought to you by Allstate Insurance, the Kara Benjamin Agency, 125 Eddie Dowling Highway, North Smithfield. Call Kara at 401-765-5000. Gradually clearing skies today with a high of 36 and calm wind. Tonight, mostly clear with an overnight low of 17 and calm wind. Friday's weather, sunshine and 39. Saturday begins a chance of rain, 40% Saturday. Mainly in the afternoon, mostly cloudy skies, high near 40. Saturday night, 70% chance of rain. Sunday, 60% chance of rain likely, with cloudy skies and 49. Monday, an 80% chance of rain, near 53 for a high. Then Monday night, more rain. Tuesday, partial sunshine with a high near 49. Tuesday night, a 50% chance of rain, and on New Year's Day, a 60% chance of rain, mostly cloudy, and a high of 48 to start the new year.
That from somebody. All right. Good morning. Oh, boy. Now I forget which one.
Go to the left.
Oh, I hope I got the right one. Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Good morning, it's me.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, me.
Oh, Gary, I think the other call was there before I made you.
Well, that's all right. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's Christmas. They'll be forgiving, I hope.
Okay, well, Merry Christmas to everyone who I didn't get to speak with, and I hope you had a nice Christmas. Also, I can't believe this. I said, oh, my God, first thing I thought of was Wilson Pickett when I heard that, and I'm like, oh, my God. Then when everybody answered it, I said, holy moly, I'm pushing 84, but anyway. And also,
I hope I have your memory when I'm your age.
Oh, well, let me tell you, some days it's harder than others. Yeah. But if I recall, I believe Claudette Frady was Roy Orbison's wife.
I believe you are correct.
Yeah, and they were in a motorcycle. I think they were going somewhere, and they were in a motorcycle accident, and she passed away. I think she was like in her mid-20s or so, from what I remember reading way back when.
Yeah.
Because like different people that, you really like their music or whoever they are, I always used to look up and see, tidbits about them and so forth. And some things just stay with you, especially sad things like that, when you hear it. And Tim, I've got a story for you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, now, where did you grow up, in Cumberland, or where did you grow up?
Cumberland Hill.
Oh, Cumberland Hill, okay. Now, did your uncle always live on West Barrow Street?
Yes. Once he was married, yes.
Okay. Well, last week, my daughter and I went to visit my sister-in-law, and we got talking about the valley, and I said, oh, Peg, I started saying how you were on the radio and who your uncle was, and guess what? My sister-in-law had dated him.
Really?
Yeah. See, in the valley, don't forget, now Peggy's 92, I believe, right now.
Yeah, so that'd be around the same age, yep.
Yeah, and like I say, I think wasn't until maybe the 60s that it started building up, because don't forget, they opened the new high school, I believe it was like 60 or 61.
Okay.
And, prior to that, like, say, look, I grew up in, I was born in 41. So, in other words, from the 40s to, like, the beginning of the 60s, we had a smaller town, and then all the buildings started, coming up and so forth. With
right.
All the new plats and stuff like that, So it really was a small town, and everybody knew everybody,
yep.
and their families and so forth. So I said, oh, my God, I can't wait to tell Tim.
Oh, I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah. Well, anytime I come up with little tidbits, I'll let you know.
All right, thank you.
All right, I don't want to stay on too long, but anyway, so guys, have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Okay.
And thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. All right, good morning. So sorry for the wait.
Good morning, it's Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, I don't mind being bumped for Sheila. Sheila's
very kind of you. So.
I knew right off that was Wilson Pickett, and like everybody else, I have no clue who the other guys are.
Well, my clue is it's local, very local. So which means you aren't going to get it.
Exit 84 or something like that.
No
exit 4. That's all I can.
Nope.
All right, moving forward, I'm kind of like you. As I've gotten older, my Christmas spirit
Yeah. But to take a page out of Fiddler on the Roof, it's tradition.
Tradition.
I've always, for the last 25 years, we've had live trees, and I've gone from apartment to houses to apartments, and they've always been big trees. So I kept kept the tradition alive. Well, this year we bought a live tree, and the stand I had, past tense, refused to hold it. It was a heavy-duty tree stand. It refused to hold the tree upright.
How big of a tree did you buy?
5 foot maybe.
Okay, so it's not a huge tree, but it's good size.
But I'm used to 8 foot trees because
But you see the prices of the trees? It was insane.
I spent $55.
When I did have live trees, I bought at a yard sale, I believe it was, a homemade tree stand by someone who was clearly frustrated with commercial tree stands.
Yeah.
This thing was massive, and it was the only good thing about that whole experience, really, was that I knew the tree was going to stay up.
Well, the first tree stand had these little nubs that supposedly went into the base of the tree and would hold it in place.
Yep.
Now, it refused to do that. Fine. Off to Lowe's we go, and I bought another heavy-duty Christmas tree stand. This one had spikes. And I can't use the word I want to use, after the tree fell over 3 times.
Oh, God.
And you know how hard it is to pick up a fully decorated tree?
Just leave it on the ground. I don't miss those days. I don't miss those days at all. That artificial tree's looking better than me every time.
My ex-sister-in-law used to hang them from the ceiling.
What, a piece of fish line?
Upside down.
Upside down?
Upside down. That was her Christmas tree, and there's a certain amount of sense to that. It doesn't take up any floor space.
Well, there's actually really not a lot of sense to bringing a tree in the house to begin with. Let's go there, okay? Right. Hanging it upside down, I don't get that either.
I was always in charge of putting up the tree when I was a kid, and living with my parents. And we had a lot of cats. We always had cats, and they would we had to use fishing line, for 3 different points to keep that thing from being succumbed by the cats.
My cat leaves my tree alone. She's very good at that. She's batted a few ornaments, so I picked up said tree, undecorated it, and I live on the 2nd floor, and I threw the other word I can't use over the balcony.
Yep.
I went online, and I was going to do this anyway, and I got on Balsam Hills, and if you've gone to Balsam Hills' website, you'll know how pricey these things are. They start at right around $350 and go up from there.
I would have gone on Facebook Marketplace and gotten one for $10.
I'd wait till Christmas was over and go to Lowe's and see what they have left over.
No, I did that one year. We went to, actually it was either Walmart or Kmart.
Yeah.
And my roommates and I bought according to the box, it was a very lovely tree. The following Christmas became the ugly ass Christmas tree. I thought never ever ever again will I get a fake tree. Well, I went on Balsam Hill, and it was already in the works that this year was going to be my last live tree, and I was already planning on it. And I got one, and the branches are supposed to just fall down and click into place.
Okay.
They don't.
Well, and you paid that much money for it.
Yes.
That's frustrating.
So it's up. It looks nice, and
they have come a long way.
Yeah. And it's fine. It doesn't smell nice, but whatever. All right. Moving forward, trivia question. What is the only Disney film that begins with Christmas and ends with Christmas?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's an older Disney film.
All right.
Okay, and these 3 movies all have something in common, and I'm looking for a particular actress.
Okay.
Sister Kinney, The Bishop's Wife, and It's a Wonderful Life.
What was the first one?
Sister Kinney, 1946.
Sister Kenny?
Sister Kinney.
Kimmy?
Kenny.
Kenny, Kenny.
I gotcha. Okay.
I don't know that movie, which is unusual for me. Anything in the 40s, usually I know.
She was also in Rio Grande. very prominent in, this is a clue, very prominent in It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
All right.
And I probably won't be around to hear the answers, so because I have to get out of the truck. I'm sitting here in the parking lot, and my boss is kind of tapping on the window of the store, going, "Where are you?"
Well, go to work.
I am at work. There's just nothing to do, and I don't want to do the Hazel thing. I did that day before yesterday.
And what's the Hazel thing?
Hazel was a maid.
Yeah.
I know who Hazel is, but what's the Hazel thing?
I get to go around and sweep the floors and clean the bathroom.
Oh, I see.
Because no one else in the group of guys will do that. It's apparently my gig.
I would find that refreshing after hustling tires all day.
Yeah, just a little refreshing, something to do, keep you busy, and because if you're not busy, the day drags.
I work in a garage with all guys. Clean the bathroom?
No, I'd pass on that one though. I'd rather go buy a live tree.
I'd get a can of like Lysol foaming disinfectant.
Get the pine scent.
I'd punch 2 holes in it and throw it in the room.
And run like a grenade's in there.
It's not as bad as all that, but it is what it is.
Yep.
So, all righty, that's it. Talk to you later, guys.
All right, have a good day.
And even when he's done, I'm sure that any woman would go in there and say, "Yeah,
It's not good enough."
Man clean." Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Hi, this is Scott.
Scott Rondo?
Hey.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing good, my friend.
You're not cleaning the men's room at work, are you?
No, but I am at work. Yeah.
Okay. How was your Christmas?
It was nice. Nice day.
Scott had to drive down to Connecticut and see his grandkids. He didn't have to drive down.
Does everybody know who Scott Rondo is?
So Scott is Bobby Shannon's son. So everybody knows, and we're going to get Scott on the radio. Scott's just going to give us a date. We're going to play some music from his dad. Scott may even sing a song.
Oh, I didn't know that, but okay.
Yeah, well, I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you tonight.
Scott's a fine vocalist in his own right, and we really enjoy McTee's karaoke night on Thursdays with Scott doing his thing. So.
Yeah.
So you had a good day, huh?
Yeah, it was good. Great kids were fabulous.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, so it was nice.
So Scott actually texted in. That was Roy Orbison's wife too. So.
I'm the little help on the side. Right?
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking that Disney movie is Miracle on 34th.
I don't know.
That
Okay.
starts with Christmas and ends with Christmas.
Well, is that a Disney movie?
I think so.
I don't
think that's a Disney movie.
I was kind of thinking Pinocchio, but I don't know why.
I don't know if it was. He didn't say cartoon though. He didn't say.
And Pinocchio is not a Disney movie.
It's not?
No, I don't believe it is. I think
it's not.
No, I think it's maybe Disney did a movie, but the original story is not by Disney.
Oh no. That's true.
So
all right. Well, who knows?
So Pinocchio's out.
Somebody will guess. Somebody will guess.
Somebody will get it. Yeah, but I would just want to wish you guys a.
What's your favorite Christmas movie, Scott? Since we're on the subject.
My favorite. You know what? What did I just say? One with. All the time I watch Miracle on. I watch Wonderful Life all the time. So I think
Good
that
movie.
White Christmas is great too. I watch that several times a season.
You just put some posters up in your movie room at home of Christmas movies, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I put in Wonderful Life, Elf, and The Christmas Story.
Okay.
Are in the movie room. Yeah. So it's nice.
All right, you lost me at Elf, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's not not one of mine. Other than Bob Newhart in it, it's not something I've watched it once, and I think I fell asleep.
Was enough. That was enough.
And then
now I tap in when that's already on, so I catch half of it.
Any guess on the song?
No.
Okay.
I know the answer because you're funny because if you put it on the computer, it says who the song is being played by.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give that away. So I know who played that song.
Oh, very good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll let somebody else with knowledge, they might even know it.
Do you know do you know both names of both gentlemen?
Yeah, it's Dave and Dave.
Oh, good for you.
I told you I saw it.
All right, but who are Dave and Dave?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't go that far. I didn't go that deep.
All right, well, that's a huge clue right there for somebody else.
All right. And you're probably talking Bobby Shannon vintage a little bit, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, that was cool. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So, all right.
All right. So that Silky Band, they had that song out. The one who was talking about that was from '66. So it wasn't too long after the Beatles came out.
Wow, they did it that fast?
Yeah, that's what I just saw back in '66.
Okay.
That's interesting. All right.
So there you go. Something to go on. But you guys have a great day. And Tim, I'll see you tonight.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
All right. We got to go to a break. We'll be right back.
All right. Bye, guys. Bye.
ON 1240.
What does it mean to be owned by your customers? It means we don't answer to a headquarters in New York or a board of directors in Switzerland. It means we answer to a teacher in Woonsocket, a small business owner in Greenville, a contractor in Warwick. Our customers are our owners. Our owners are our customers. Come join us. Navigate Credit Union.
You can depend on us for public service. ON Radio.
This ON AM and FM forecast is brought to you as a public service of Henry's Auto Repair, 1068 Park Avenue, Woonsocket. You need an auto mechanic who cares. Call Bill at 762-2325 and tell him about the noises your car's making, the lights that are on, or maybe you just need an inspection. Henry's Auto Repair, 1068 Park Avenue, Woonsocket. Gradually clearing skies today with a high of 36 and calm wind. Tonight, mostly clear with an overnight low of 17 and calm wind. Friday's weather, sunshine and 39. Saturday begins a chance of rain, 40% Saturday, mainly in the afternoon, mostly cloudy skies, high near 40. Saturday night, 70% chance of rain. Sunday, 60% chance of rain likely, cloudy skies and 49. Monday, an 80% chance of rain, near 53 for a high. Then Monday night, more rain. Tuesday, partial sunshine with a high near 49. Tuesday night, a 50% chance of rain. And on New Year's Day, a 60% chance of rain, mostly cloudy, and a high of 48 to start the new year.
Imperial Car's year-end doorbuster clearance event is going on now. Don't miss huge discounts across our entire inventory of over 2,000 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. We have something for every budget. Take advantage of savings up to 15% off MSRP, 0 down leases, and interest rates as low as 0% for 72 months. Plus, purchase now and get no payments for up to 3 months. Click ImperialCars.com or stop on by. Just look for the car in the sky.
All right, we are back, and good morning. To my speaking.
Hey, guys, back at you.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah, got a couple of correct. Listen, I don't know who these guys are. Gary, you're throwing me. Somebody called me up about the Nowhere Man version that you guys are still looking for, but you kind of threw me when you said it was a local person. The guy that called me up said it's a group called Dokken.
No.
Dokken.
Nope. Scott Rondo just gave us the answer.
How the heck did he get that? Because that is so obscure. It's
well, because it shows up on the computer when he played it. So apparently,
on WOON, it shows what's playing.
Yeah.
That's how we got it. Okay, I know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
So the answer is Dave and Dave.
As in, can't be the. It could be anybody.
Does anybody know who Dave and Dave is? Okay, we'll put it out there.
There's a lot of Daves out there.
This was a very popular band back in the 70s, and this was recorded off the cuff here, basically back in the 90s. So,
boy, I don't know.
Local band. A local band did cover songs, did a few of their own songs, but two of them got back together.
Northeast Expressway.
Nope.
Revolution.
Nope.
The Woodies.
The name of the group is Dave and Dave.
Right.
Dave and Dave.
Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Well, this is really getting into another category here, so I'm just kind of a bit curious of knowing who it is.
We're going to find out in a few minutes.
Yeah. Look, Pinocchio, yeah, that's a Disney movie, isn't it?
Not sure. I'm going to have to check on that.
No, I think it's a Disney film.
Disney may have done a version of Pinocchio, but I don't think it's originally written by Disney. I think it's almost like a public domain.
I'm just talking about the film itself.
Yeah, I think there's been a number of versions of Pinocchio done. Disney may have done one of them, but I'm not sure if it's
famous one. I mean, the Disney film. Anyway, Sheila's correct. Claudette Brady.
Yep.
That was Roy Orbison's wife. She died at the age of 25, so Sheila's right on that. And I think Bobby's looking for an actress called Carolyn Grimes.
Okay.
Bishop's wife. It's a Wonderful Life. And Sister Kenny.
Yep.
I think that's who he's looking for.
What was the name?
Carolyn Grimes.
All right.
And I got that's it, except that Elvis question. Any idea?
Somebody sent me a text on that, Elvis, and they thought maybe Sonny and Cher.
Ding, 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 ding.
So they were right, huh? I would never have guessed that.
They did a song. They did a film called Good Times.
It was the first. It was the first thing that came to my mind, but I dismissed it because it sounded so stupid.
Yeah, I thought
so obvious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did that Good Times film in a tank that the office lost about $15 million. So Columbia sold it to MGM and rewrote it for Elvis. So that's it. That's all we have.
There's a great. Glad
to have you back, and glad you're feeling better, Gary.
My favorite scene in that Speedway movie is when Elvis belts. I don't know if it's Bill Bixby or somebody that he doesn't like. Obviously, they're in a like a lobby of a hotel or something, and he punches this guy in the face, and he goes about 20 feet into an elevator.
I don't recall it.
on his back. So yeah, it was pretty. That's the most memorable scene in that movie, I think.
Elvis could take care of himself. We all knew that.
Yeah.
He didn't take any crap from anybody. But at the same time, he was a tremendous gentleman. Very kind person.
William Shallaret was also in that movie, if I recall, and he had a bunch of kids, and they were living in a station wagon, and Elvis took care of them, like his character did, anyway. And,
yeah. Okay, guys.
All right, very good. All right, while you're still on the phone here, the answer to who Dave and Dave is a gentleman by the name of Dave LaCroix from Woonsocket.
Dave LaCroix.
LaCroix, and the other Dave is our own Dave Richards.
I was going to say Richards. I said it can't be. It just can't be.
I thought they did a fabulous job on that.
I did too. I was thoroughly impressed with it.
When was this recorded?
In the 90s.
Around 1990.
1990s. Wow.
Dave said earlier, he was telling us about the history of this, and he said what was the name of the Crossroads? Crosswind?
Crosswind. It wasn't Crossroads.
Crosswind?
I think it was Crosswind.
Something like that was the name of his band that he played in the 70s, and he said he built his house on the income from that band, so they were pretty popular. So
I don't recall that. Well. Well, okay, thanks for the answer, and
all right.
Hopefully we'll call you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Well, I thought we'd have a little bit of fun with that today.
Well, it was good. That was a great idea.
And I was trying to think of something interesting to do.
Yeah.
If you guys have any ideas, then don't keep me secret. Let us know. We're always struggling to find some category to fit songs into. So with that, what else do we have?
What do we got for tomorrow? What are we going to do for music tomorrow? What do you think?
I'll tell you, Fridays is totally up to Lynn and Steve.
Yep.
I have no idea what they're doing.
We should give them a theme right now.
We should give them a theme to help them out? Well, we can. That's the hardest part about this whole job, is coming up with a theme.
Well, let's see. Steve, we could do a song about cars. Have you done that?
There's not a ton of them out there, though.
About cars like Little Deuce Coupe.
Well, yeah, there's once you eliminate Jan and Dean and the Beatles, there's nothing left.
Oh, that would be the Beach Boys, right? Little Deuce Coupe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're not feeling well, are you, Gary? You're just not at 100%.
I am not at 100%. Not at all.
You're like 98.9.
Even my 100% is only 50%.
Yeah.
So I'm at like 43.
Yeah, so you're really hurting right now.
I'm losing my voice here. I can't go home and talk.
No, you hear that, Steve? He's not going to be able to talk tomorrow.
Well, I don't have to on Fridays. God knows he doesn't shut up. So, so there's no problem there. So,
well, you can just mute his microphone. He won't know.
No. Well, nobody knows because he's so darn loud. Everybody can hear him anyway. But that's Steve. You know, it's the Italian in him. He can't help it.
I know.
You know,
thank God he's the way
even when he
is.
Speaks with his hands, the wind is tremendous in here. So
we'll tie his hands down. He won't be able to talk.
So yeah, that'll be tomorrow. I do want to hear more Christmas stories. I love this. I loved Bobby's story about the Christmas tree debacle. Anybody else have any falling Christmas tree stories?
So I was actually, we could also talk about tomorrow's. Tell us about some of the worst gifts you've ever received. Christmas, anniversary, birthday. I was actually online looking some up, and there are some gifts out there that when you read these, you go, you got to be kidding me. And I'll share some of them with you tomorrow. But they're actually laugh out loud funny, some of these gifts that people have gotten.
It wasn't until, the best Christmas present I ever had, as I've said before, was my .22 rifle when I was 12. Everything was kind of downhill after that. I didn't get a decent Christmas present until I was, probably the late 80s. When finally people listened to me when they asked what I want, tools, and
what kind of tools?
Virtually a screwdriver,
a wrench,
a screwdriver,
socket set.
a wrench. A socket set would be, power tools would be, asking for a lot. But when people started giving me tools, Christmas started to be, something worth remembering. But prior to that, and certainly sometime after that, people would buy me shirts, T-shirts, sweatshirts, collared shirts, stuff, button-down shirts, none of which ever fit. Ever, never, ever did they fit. So
and there's no size requirement.
Everybody looks at me and says, "Oh, he must be an extra large." I was born an extra large. So. And then you got to have the T on the end of it. And to be fair, there was a day when these were not easy to find.
Right.
I mean, I don't even know where you got them back in the day. Now they have big and tall shops, all over the place. But and they're expensive. You might spend $8 on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
My T-shirts are $25.
That's twice the amount of material.
Well, there's something to be said for that, I suppose. But I don't need any clothes. When I find something that fits, I buy 10 of them.
So you got tools. What was the best tool you got?
Best tool I ever got was a belt sander, probably.
A belt? Yeah, all right. That's a good tool.
A Makita belt sander.
All right.
It was a really
you use it a lot?
Expensive, nice tool. I haven't used it in a long time because I haven't done any woodworking in a long time. But back when I was doing it for a living, restoring furniture, I used it quite a bit.
But I didn't know you restored furniture.
Well, it was one of my first solo careers was refinishing and repairing antiques.
Antiques.
Yeah.
How long did you do that?
12 to 15 years.
Oh, that's a good run.
12 years full time, 3 years part time after that. So.
Oh, okay.
But then I got into real estate, which was healthier because there's just a lot of chemicals in that.
Yeah, the
business.
polyurethanes and all that, the varnishes.
The paint strippers,
Yep.
I'd have 1,000 gallons of paint stripper in vats. And,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the cancer to show up.
Yeah, that's some dangerous stuff. Did you wear a mask?
Anything that strips paint is not good for you.
Well, I wouldn't think so, yeah.
So, no, I was located at 939 Eddie Dowling Highway in North Smithfield. And a house that's no longer there. It's now a Subaru parking lot. Let me get this last call. Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
We're going to do 1966 tomorrow.
1966. Very good year.
1966. Excellent year.
Why was it excellent?
I was 12 years old. I got my 22.
I was born.
I was 8.
Okay.
And that's the year my father bought the house in South Bellingham.
Oh, that was a landmark year for you.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's not a holiday.
No, I hated it at first.
Is there a sign in front of it stating that this was the Steve Peluso homestead?
No, it wasn't the Steve Peluso homestead. It was the Jim Peluso homestead.
Well,
I was not on board with it.
No, I know you weren't, because you didn't like anything that took you away from the garage.
That's correct.
That's correct.
All right.
Hopefully Linda's listening and she knows it's 1966.
Well, you have never been shy about texting her before. You can do it again.
Yeah, just like when you told me she was bored the other night and she talked to me the whole way home.
That's right. She talked you through the storm. So.
Yeah, because you were nothing to. You had no fun to talk to. You have no sense of humor.
When you have something funny to say, I'd be happy to listen.
Look in the mirror. You'll see plenty of funny.
Something from you.
Yeah, well,
something
anyway,
from you.
I'll see you tomorrow. I hope
All
you
right,
feel better.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
All right, so
Bye.
1966 tomorrow.
1966, the Lynn and Steve show.
Yeah.
Eddie and Marie will not be here. Tim will be here.
I'll be in for
Tim's
the
coming in.
1966 show.
Right,
Yep.
I'll have somebody to talk to. So, all right, very good.
I'm looking forward to it. See you later.
See you
See you, Steve.
tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
WOON